Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Whistle for India, the Olympic edition. And here we are meeting all these wonderful Olympic athletes who are going to represent our country and bring us a lot of laurel and make us very proud when they go there and represent us in the Olympics. So here we have another fine Olympian. This is his second time in the Olympics. Sajan Prakash, who's going to be representing us in swimming.
Thanks for having me here. It's a great pleasure to meeting you for the first time also. I've seen you only on TVs. Um, my mother was an athlete and she used to be a track and field athlete. She used to be in the gang of PT Usha and Shiny Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
So she moved to Neyveli and she got a job on sports quota in Neyveli. And that's when, I was only born in Kerala and did all my schooling in Neyveli.
Oh,
I started
always
at
really.
yeah.
Okay, that's
And
great.
I started swimming at the age of 5, but I was involved in many other sports as well. But slowly, I gradually picked up swimming because the team was really good there. The swimming team was good. The coaches were really professional. That's when I
Mhm.
picked up swimming at the age of 10, and then slowly started winning medals at state and national levels. That was a good progress. I was enjoying swimming, and at the age of 17, I moved to Bangalore to swim in
Mhm.
Baswangudi Aquatic Center.
Okay.
And that's when everything changed. I saw the real training with Mr. Pradeep Kumar. He's the national coach of our country.
Right.
Um, that's when things start. I was getting more exposure to international standards of swimming, and I was training with the whole bunch of best swimmers in India. So
Nice.
from then on, 2015, I won the best athlete of the national games and to the Olympics. Until now, it's been an incredible journey, I would say.
That's awesome, man. So, what did your first Olympics feel like in 2016 at Rio? Because you're the only Indian male contingent there, right? As a
Yeah,
swimmer.
yeah. First Olympics, and not much of an experience. I could say I'm a bit immature at that time. When I went there, I thought, oh, I've qualified for the Olympics. That's enough. But when I went and swam there, I saw people with the world standard of, you just see the athleticism in them. You feel you want to do it more. You want to be at that level. That's when I realized, and I put in all my effort from the last 5 years and consistently worked without a break, focusing on recovery, focusing on training, everything I could do possibly.
Incredible, incredible, man. I think that's fantastic, isn't? So, tell me something. And so, when you see, the level of training that you've been following here in India, and then when you went to the Olympics in 2016, and then you saw the gap. So, how big is that gap? As in, is there a big gap, or is it a small gap that we need to cover that we can cover in India?
Um, it is a very small gap. I would say it's like 6% of the gap we had, but even 0.01 matters.
Correct.
So yeah, it's all everything you have to do. You have to be perfect in every single day on a daily basis. But slowly working on the small technical aspects over the period, the last 5 years has brought me closer to the world standard level. The 156.38 in a 200 butterfly, which will be close to a semi-final or final at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So breaching that for the first time, it's a great move for Indian swimming as well. People will start believing, you need to break the barrier at some point.
Yes.
Somebody needs to do it.
Yes, and you are that person, Sajan, and you're a barrier breaker, man, and that is incredible. I think you, with the belief that you have, and the fact that you've actually broken that 156 barrier,
Yeah.
you got to put your hand up and make the rest of the country believe that we can break so many more barriers like this and really win and start like winning a lot of Olympic medals and not just
For
a few.
sure. There is more coming soon.
Yeah, that is
If not
awesome,
me,
man.
I think I will help Indian swimming to reach newer heights. I am sure about that.
That's so good to hear, man. That's so good to hear.
Yeah.
So, what's going through your mind right now? It's the second time, and you'll be taking part in the Olympics. So, what's going through that mind of yours?
I'm glad after all the injuries. Of course, you must know how the injury plays a
Yeah,
huge negative impact in any
for sure.
sportsman's performance. And I had a neck injury in 2019, and I was out of water for about 9 months. And
Yes.
out of training for that long time with COVID and everything, it was very I was confused what to do and what not to do, if I had to continue or if I will have a chance, or if my body will give up or not. There is so much confusion involved. But I think with so many positive people and this positive support team around me, they were so overwhelming and they supported me so much that I could come back healthy first and then perform at the highest level at the age of 27.
That is awesome. So we're going to get into that injury bit, but you've come past the injuries, you've come past here, you've qualified, you've done really well in 2020 and you've qualified, especially after Rome. You must be feeling really confident.
Yeah, this is the personal best I've done in a long time. Like after 3 years, I did my personal best, and that feels, that built my confidence level. Because having 50-50 belief and not being able to swim properly, not having the strength in my hands, those things were a big negative impact. I think with this positive mindset, if I go and train again after the Olympics, I think the next Asian Games or Commonwealth Games will be better.
That's incredible. So tell me something, Sajan. So in these 9 months that you were out, were you off? Were you just on bed rest, or were you moving? Were you training a little bit, or was it just complete bed rest? Because we seldom hear about slip discs in the neck. We hear about slip discs in the lower back, but this must have been pretty serious stuff, man.
Slip disc on 2019 December, I got injured, and 4-5 months I was in rehab in Bangalore, and then I went to Thailand. My training base was there, and then the lockdown happened, and I had no physio support. No, I couldn't go out anywhere, and I was not recovering, and we couldn't train. But I always kept my conditioning on. I think that's the most important key during the lockdown. What I kept doing. My coach helped me to do that, and that's why we never lost that shape.
Yeah, which is actually going to be my next question. As far as your preparations are concerned for the Olympics, how has the pandemic affected your preparations? Has it been a blessing in disguise, or has it actually been challenging?
For me, I had extra time. I think for me it's a blessing, but for many other athletes, swimming is one of the sport where you have to get into the water. You need to have the water feel, otherwise you are lost. I think other sports get affected too, but not much as swimming, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you take a swimmer out of water, then it's like taking a fish out of water. Yeah, that I completely understand, man. But so I'm so glad that I think for people who work really hard and who have that conviction that they want to make it to the next level, have a strong support system, the world, the universe, God just conspires to make everything work for you, right? And I think that's just happened with you. So I think good things are coming, man. Just be prepared for it. That's awesome.
Of course. Yeah. Thank you.
So there are a couple of other swimmers as well, who would be taking the flight along with you to Tokyo, like Srihari Nataraj and Mana Patel. What's the talk going on as a group in terms of helping each other out as far as the Olympics are concerned?
So yeah, I did for the first time, and then the second day, Srihari Nataraj went and did it. I think it is a healthy competition that we broke the barrier, and the next person believes, and the next person believe at the greater stage. That's how we help each other in sports. That's the that's what unites as a sportsmanship. And going to the Olympics, 3 people after 2008, I think and the Olympics is going to be one of its kind. It's going to be a unique Olympics with COVID and everything.
Yeah.
But we will not stop that enjoyment there at Tokyo.
Yeah. Good. I think that's very important. I think the fact that you're helping each other out, that internal competition that's there between you all, I think will really help in taking the sport forward, And I'm so glad that you have that larger perspective about the sport, and that's what you need, right? You want to be able
to. And that's what it makes you a better person also.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. That's so important. Well done, man. So you've had a lot of ups and downs in the last few years. It's been quite a roller coaster ride. Making the cut in 2016, then a career-threatening injury, then from freestyle to butterfly. What is that journey like?
Normally in swimming, we have this momentum of swimming freestyle in the warm-ups, in the main set sometimes. I also swam freestyle other than butterfly, always.
Okay.
I swam the little long distance, 1500, 400, 800, because 200 flies and even where an aerobic and anaerobic capacity, we need to be compelling each other together always.
Yeah.
So I kept the freestyle events also to swim at the nationals, but my major focus was towards 200-meter butterfly.
That was your major focus at all times.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. And so when did you have clarity about this? And did you always know that you wanted to do compete butterfly? And I mean, prioritize butterfly more than freestyle?
I think when we are young, we tend to do all the strokes, but at
Correct.
some point, you know your strength.
Yeah.
Automatically it comes to your mind that this is my event.
Okay.
But I hate training butterfly training. It's one of the hardest thing
I can
on
imagine.
earth, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. When we do it in the pool, it seems like, what are we doing? It seems so hard. I mean, you wonder, like, how do you guys actually do it? It's
And with
extreme.
my coach, he's the best coach for 200 fly and best coach for anything, but he will kill you as much as in the workout that you don't even have that breath for every lap when you rest.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think, I think if you want to achieve your dreams, then that's the level you need to push yourself up to, right?
You need to
And to
push
reach.
through the pain and overcome it.
Absolutely. So tell me something. This is something I just want to ask you personally. So, is there do you think that people outside of India have a physical advantage over people in as compared to Indians?
I've been asked this question so many times, but
I'm sorry, isn't
it's
it's a very
no, but it's okay. Um, we don't lack in talent.
no,
We don't lack in talent. Yes, the Europeans, Americans are built very big for that sport, and swimming is very technical inside the water.
right?
How much ever the science you apply, that's how we gonna progress. I think it applies to any sport.
Yeah.
Um, I think the scientific support in our country is lacking. That's the
Okay.
huge hit on our sport. But the same way, Japanese are not that built big. The same
Big.
as us, maybe the
Right.
smaller than us.
Correct.
They found their own way with sports science. They found their own way with training. That's how they progressed to the world standard, and they are now breaking world records. I think we can also do it. I think the support team, it makes a huge difference. We need to come together as a nation to do it.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's so heartening to hear that, man, because so I've always wondered, because I always felt that they have a physical advantage over us, but I always felt, but there must be something else that we can do to actually close that gap. It's good to know that that we still need to do a little bit of R&D to kind of close that gap and do some research, some development, and figure out our
Yeah.
own solutions.
And honestly, I would say we are so much behind
Yeah,
comparing to the world standard. And now this is a small step only, and there is a lot to be covered.
yeah, yeah. But just know that Sajan, with you being one of the Olympians and who will be the flag bearers for Indian swimmers in the time moving forward. You'll play such a massive role in bringing so much of R&D and so much growth as far as swimming is concerned in the years to come. So
Yeah.
your responsibilities or your job isn't just swimming, but it's so much more than that, because the ins and outs of what is required for us to actually get up there with the world standard.
Yeah, for sure. 20 plus years, and I wouldn't give up after this.
Yeah, absolutely. Define the A cut in swimming and talk to us about what it is being the first Indian to get an Olympic A cut timing.
So our world body FINA, it has set qualifying standards, which is
Yeah.
the A Olympic qualifying time, and B is it's an invitation time. It's an Olympic selection time. Because the developing nations, the underdeveloping nations, which are not having so much facilities, they are not able to achieve at the bigger standards. They have this B time. So not many people can do the A qualifying. The A qualifying time is set for the already developed nations where they are competing at the higher standards, which is closer to semifinals, the first 16 of the Olympics.
Olympics, yeah.
Yeah. So from India, nobody has ever got a A cut. We always sent our athletes through wildcard quota, even though we did the B qualifying. So
Wow.
this is the first time we got two A qualified athletes, and we have three swimmers in total with the girl with also with the universality quota, which is
That
known as the wild card.
that is incredible, man. So I know how you swimmers train. So what is your ideal day like? What is it like? What does it consist of? What time do you wake up, or what does your day consist of?
In Dubai, it's with the summer and the school and everything, it's little difficult with the schedule. I wake up at 3:30 in the morning and go to the pool at 4, and 4:30 to 6:30 is our morning session. Come back, have breakfast, and I go for some dryland exercises at gym. And evening again, it's very late, so we have a big gap in during the day, and evening is at 7 to 9:30.
Okay, and then you
So then
sleep.
sleep. I come back at 10:15. I sleep around 10:45, 11, and I wake up for the next day.
3:30 again. Is that enough
Yeah,
recovery?
but we need to make our time during the day to recover as well.
But where you're training right now have indoor pools or outdoor pools?
Semi-indoor, I would say. It's not fully indoor.
Indoor.
So
Okay.
we have late night and early morning, so
Morning.
we don't feel the heat so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a long day, man.
Yeah,
And you stay in day out 5 days, 6 days a week.
6 days a week, 10 sessions of swimming.
Yeah.
Every session is 2 hours and 4 dryland sessions
4 dry land
in a week.
sessions. That's pretty intense stuff. That's what it takes to be an Olympic athlete, guys. That's
Yeah.
pretty incredible. So talk to us about your coach. We know that we've heard a lot about Pradeep Kumar, but you've mentioned him a lot of times, and he's the one who pushes you and gives you the confidence that you have and has been instrumental in helping you reach where you have today. So talk to us about what kind of an important role he plays in your life.
I think if you ask any of his students, they all would say he's not just a coach to them. He shares more like a mentor to them, a more closer bond to every athlete. I think that's the relationship which has built him as a very disciplined and dedicated coach to his profession. And training with him, I think he's one of the best coaches in the world, I would say, in my opinion. Sometimes you go to the pool, you just don't want to jump in, you don't want to do it, but with his presence, he will just make you do it. No matter what you feel at that point, he will push you to your limits.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. And kudos to him. Please congratulate him from our
For
end.
sure.
We'd like to give him a big round of applause and clap for him, because I think
Yeah.
with every athlete there is always one person who goes through the same journey as that athlete, and who goes through the same pain, the same pleasures, the same pride, the same joy, the same sadness. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of determination to be able to push someone and to be able to feel what the other person's feeling, and even help them push through, break barriers. So
Yeah.
congratulations to him. Please convey our deepest congratulations to him.
For sure. For sure.
So how is it growing up in a sports family? I come from a sports family as well. So I can imagine that, mom must have been very encouraging, supportive. What was that like growing up?
She being a single mother, and the struggles about a single mother, you must know for sure.
Especially
And
from
us,
South.
yeah, the people's mentality around
Yeah,
putting your son into sports, people not really encourage that. But I think a sportsman will understand a sportsman's struggle. That's
yeah,
what I always believe in. And because she was into that, all that pain over a period of training, I think she understood my level well. Wherever I come from, I started training, the troubles we face. And like I said, if you want to break that barrier, you need to be mentally strong, and someone needs to be always supportive with you. My mother is one of the moral booster. Um, she helped me to get to this level. She always taken care of me, and no matter what, any circumstances.
she must be so proud. Huh? Two-time Olympian.
She is very happy, but she doesn't show it to me properly.
Yeah, because also she's also been one of those path breakers, right? To be
Yeah,
home in the 80s, running, competing for your country,
yeah,
in the international levels. She's a path breaker, which is, more than unheard of, was more like a taboo at that point in time. Women were.
Yeah, I think that's the sporting culture we need to build in, because in our country, many don't understand sports, and the parents support people, the talented people will grow even more in our country. That's the big step we need to make in here.
Yeah. So how was Amma when it came to your studies? Was she, did she put a lot of pressure? I saw the roll of the eyes. Tell me about it, Sajan.
I wish I studied well when I was young, but she used to push me in both. Knowledge is something, it's always better to have, and you need to be educated for that. You need to go to school every day. I was a very naughty kid when I was young, and I wasn't very good at studies, but she pushed me to my extremes.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I can imagine that. My mom was like that as well. It pushed me a lot when it came to my studies. She said it doesn't matter what level of cricket you play, but you have to complete your basic education. She's like, you have to at least have a degree, and that was standard. So yeah, isn't I had another question that I want to ask you. So is mom still in Idiki, or is she in Neyveli right now?
She works in Neyveli, and before I went for my qualifying meets to Serbia and Italy, she was with me for the last 2 months. Dubai, yeah.
So she's with you in Dubai now?
She went back, but she always comes to visit me, and she stays with me, cooks for me, makes that homely feeling.
Yeah, that's important as well. Yeah, when you're training, it's important to have that support
I think
system.
that's the most important thing you need to build your mental strength.
Yeah, you need to have something to fall back on. It's so important.
Yeah.
So your idol, Michael Phelps, had turned into a competitor in 2016 in the Rio 200 meters butterfly event. Talk to me about swimming alongside him. What was that like for you?
I think even if you don't ask a non-swimmer, they will say they want to be built like Michael Phelps. At least they would say, and he is massive, and it was incredible to watch him for the 5th time winning at the Olympics in the same event in 200-meter butterfly. What I swim.
Yeah.
And I just stood in the stands and I got goosebumps, because I didn't, of course, qualify for finals, but I swam the heats with him, in not the same heat, the one before heat. I didn't have the privilege to talk to him, but swimming in the same event is only I'm blessed with that.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. If you had to ask him something, what would you ask him? If you had to ask, or if you met Phelps and you had the opportunity to ask him something, what would you ask him?
How are you like a god of swimming? I don't know. He must have also not have the answer, but it just comes naturally at that point. I don't know what to ask him when I look at him also.
Fair enough. Yeah, I understand. So we have reached the second segment of our show. We're calling this the rapid butterfly, because it's going to be with you, and we're going to have a rapid fire countdown, and it's going to be time for 1 minute 56 seconds. Okay. we're going to challenge you to finish these rapid fire questions inside 1 minute and 56 seconds. So I'll do the honors of trying and pushing these questions out as quickly as possible. So let's start. Can we get the timer on, please? First question. What does the Olympics mean to you?
Everything.
All right. One sport you would choose apart from swimming?
Tennis.
Nice. Favorite food?
Biryani, always.
Kerala biryani or some other kind of biryani?
I would say Chettinad biryani.
Chettinad biryani. Nice. Okay. Favorite country that you have toured to?
Monaco.
Okay. Music or dance?
Dance.
Nice. Favorite hero?
Always on Rajinikanth.
Nice. One movie title to describe your journey so far?
Bagh Milkha Bagh and Dhoni.
Nice. Dhoni. Nice, very good. One CSK player you would think can be in your team in relay.
Robin Uthappa.
I'm not a great swimmer, but thank you so much. Your favorite style of swimming?
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Idiki and Neyveli?
Both.
Okay. Motivational song that you listen to?
Many. I love A.R. Rahman's all the collection.
All right. Captain of your gully cricket team from CSK?
Dhoni.
Yes, always has to be Tala. Favorite Tamil film?
Favorite Tamil film? There are many. I can't choose one. Maybe Varnamayiram.
Varnamayiram. Nice. Okay, nice film actually. Role model?
In swimming or?
In life, bro.
My mother.
Okay, last question. Wingspan.
Yeah.
Wingspan.
What is it?
What's your wingspan?
I really don't know.
You don't know? All right, fair enough. Okay, well done. Yeah, we kind of missed it by one question, but you're thereabouts. A little bit more at training.
We always miss our target like this in 200 fly. Go to 157.
No, so a little bit more practice, we'll get there. Yeah. So if you hadn't thought that long for Varnamayiram, you would have got it. Well done, Sajan. So we'll go to the third section of our segment of our show. We call this the photo memories. So we're going to put up photos, and we just want you to kind of talk to us about what memories it brings back to you and what it makes you feel, what these photographs make you feel. All right. So the first one is your Rio Olympic Games jersey that you're looking into.
It's in my heart, I would say. Olympics is in my heart, and when I qualified for the first time, I was over the moon.
You're over the moon. Incredible. Nice, man. So, okay, the next one. So, what are the deep water thoughts that you're having? What's this that you're doing there?
I was just I was trying to do the rings, but I can do it better now.
You improved on it.
Yeah. I think next time I will make a video and show it to you, and you should try it next time.
Yeah. Put it up on Instagram and check it out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the next one.
Oh God, I need to breathe. After that was right after 200 fly, when I felt that was my 5th event in Malaysian Open, and swimming the 200 fly as a last event is painful.
Yeah, I can imagine. Is it tough? As in, so something I want to ask you. So when you're swimming in these competitions, does it make a difference if you're swimming indoors and outdoors?
Not really, but for me, I feel always swimming outdoors. I have that more circulation. I feel more good.
You enjoy. Yeah, nice. Okay, next one. Yeah,
this was from the 35th National Games. That's the first breakthrough I got in my career.
Yeah, so
and it was all unexpected races. I swam and I won all the events. I swam 12 events in 6 days.
In 6 days?
Yeah, that is heats and finals. So 12 into 2, 24 events.
Man, did Pradeep sir give you a break after this? Did he say you can have fun for 2 days after the events?
For the next 1 week, we had a break. We went on a boat trip in Alapi with our friends, team. We enjoyed and we came back energized for the next season.
Oh, brilliant. Well done, coach. Next one.
Oh, Maddie. He's been always my favorite. And his son, Vedant, swims with me here in Dubai.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So he's always been a great motivator.
Very nice.
And favorite actor too.
He's your favorite actor as well?
Yeah.
Okay, the last one.
This picture was from Rio. It's been 12 years with him, and I still have great respect for him towards his professionalism and passion.
Nice. He seems like someone who really cares for you, yeah?
He cares for all of his students.
All of his students.
That's what makes him a great coach.
Incredible. Thank you, Sajan, for spending time with us and coming on our show. We from CSK and I think all over India want to wish you the very best. We believe in you and we thank you for being a flag bearer. We're really proud of you already, but we know that you're going to make us really proud. Keep working hard. Our prayers are with you and our best wishes are with you. May God bless you immensely and enjoy yourself and believe that you can make it, buddy. You're going to make it.
Thank you. I was very excited to talk to you before because I'm also a huge fan of CSK and all of you guys. I always watched, never missed any matches. So very happy to talk to you also.
Thank you so much, Sajan. It's such a pleasure to have shared this half an hour with you. Thanks a lot and all the best again. God bless you. We'll be praying for you.
Thank you so much. Good luck to you guys, man.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.